Hello friends, welcome in e-certificate course in Introduction to Renewable Energy Source organized by Sri RLT College of Science, Akola. Myself, Dr. Poonam Agrawal, Assistant Professor and Head Department of Chemistry, Sri RLT College of Science, Akola. Today I am highlighting about the biomass, the fourth unit of this course. So friends, first of all see what is the biomass, and in this biomass we are going to observe some content, that is introduction, the source of biomass, the uses of biomass, the advantages and disadvantages, biomass in the future and related to the biogas. Now what is biomass? Biomass is a renewable energy source that is derived from living or recently living organisms. It includes dead trees, tree branches, rotting garbage, agricultural and human waste like sugarcane, grasses and food chips. Energy derived from biomass is mostly used to generate electricity or to produce heat. Biomass is found easily all over the world. It can be chemically and biochemically treated to convert it into an energy-rich fuel. Now, what is this bioenergy? Biomass continues to account for an estimated one-third of the primary energy use, while in the poorest countries up to 90% of all energy is supplied by biomass. Biomass energy or bioenergy is the conversion of biomass, that is organic material obtained from plant, trees, crops, etc., into the useful form of energy such as heat, electricity and liquid fuels. Now, how or why this biomass is very essential or important fuel? Biomass provides a clean, renewable energy source. Biomass energy generate far less air emission than fossil fuel. Now see how this can generate less air emissions in this diagram. Here we have seen this sun, and by using the atmospheric carbon dioxide, the green plant they produces the food by the process of photosynthesis. This food is utilized by the living things, and these living things after dead or by giving some waste, they again produces the hydrocarbons, and this hydrocarbon on combustion get converted into the atmospheric carbon dioxide again, which is again utilized for the process of photosynthesis. That is, unlike the combustion of fossil fuel, carbon dioxide released by biomass is balanced by carbon dioxide captured in the recent growth of the biomass. So there is a far less net impact on greenhouse gas levels. Now this conversion may be possible by two ways. Here we have to highlight anaerobic digestion and anaerobic digestion. The name itself suggests the meaning anaerobic digestion, where the reaction takes place in absence of oxygen. Anaerobic digestion is a natural process, and it is the microbiological conversion of organic matter to methane in the absence of oxygen. These microorganisms convert this organic matter into the methane gas in absence of oxygen. The decomposition is caused by this natural bacterial action in various stages. It takes place in a variety of natural anaerobic environment, including water sediments, waterlogged soils, natural hot springs, ocean thermal vents, and the stomach of various animals like cows. The digested organic matter resulting from the anaerobic digestion process is usually called digestate. This is the anaerobic digestion chemical process. We know that carbohydrates convert sugars, then fats get converted into fatty acid, proteins are converted into amino acid by the process of hydrolysis. Now these compounds on acetogenesis get converted to carbon acid and alcohol and hydrogen, carbon dioxide and ammonia, which on acetogenesis form the acetic acid, carbon dioxide and hydrogen. Finally, these compounds on methanogenesis get converted to methane and carbon dioxide. Now this methane is used as the biogas or biomass. Now this anaerobic process plants Anaerobic process plant produce conditions that encourage the natural breakdown of organic matter by bacteria in the absence of air. The process generates three main products. Number one, biogas, which is a mixture of carbon dioxide and methane and which can be used to generate heat or electricity. Fiber can be used as a nutrient rich soil conditioner, and a liquor can be used as a liquid fertilizer. Then this anaerobic process plants, we have to take one digester, a warm sealed airless container. The digestion tank is warm and mixed thoroughly to create the ideal condition for biogas conversion. During the digestion process, 30 to 60% of the organic material is converted into biogas. It can then be burned in a conventional gas boiler for heat, or it can be burned in a more efficient combined heat power system where heat and electricity are generated. Now there are two methods, aerobic and anaerobic. This anaerobic digestion is more convenient as compared to the aerobic digestion. Biomass digestion utilizes bacteria to facilitate the decomposition of biomass feedstock, and this may occur under anaerobic or aerobic condition. Compare with this aerobic digestion. Anaerobic digestion has some advantages, that is higher organic removal efficiency, it has higher organic loading rate, higher lower nutrient requirement and lower energy requirement. On the other hand, aerobic digestion may not facilitate the conversion of biomass. Now this is the biogas plant. We have already familiar with this biogas plant. This is a naturally occurring gas that is generated by the breakdown of organic matter by anaerobic bacteria and is used in the energy production. Biogas differs from natural gas is that it is a renewable energy source produced biologically through anaerobic digestion rather than a fossil fuel produced by geological process. Biogas is primarily composed of methane gas, carbon dioxide and trace amount of nitrogen, hydrogen and carbon monoxide. Biogas can also be used in various processes. Now this is the process of production of biogas, that is the waste organic matter is used to convert it into the biogas with the help of some bacteria. And animal and plant slurry can be added in a digester, and this digester is generally composed of a feedstock source holder, digestion tank, biogas recovery unit and heat exchangers to maintain the temperature necessary for the bacterial digestion. Then heat is usually required, and this is at maintain the temperature about 35 degrees centigrade so that the bacteria get decomposed or they decompose the organic matter into the corresponding methane gas. This is how the process or the diagrammatic representation of the conversion of this waste into the biogas. So here today we have discussed regarding the biomass, how the aerobic and anaerobic digestion take place and working of the biogas. Thank you friends. Go green, save environment and save life. Thank you.